Hey, we love that umbrella guy. All right. Thank you.
I'm calling from Los Angeles, and I'm having a little problem under the name ThatUmbrellaGuy. I sent him my phone number at least 20 times in the chat and told him to call me. He ignored me, or I'm a man. I filed the report. If you guys could take a look at it and give me a call back, I would love to hear what you guys can do to help us. We really need to kind of stop this guy at least until Monday. I told him to call me, or I'm a man.
You know what? I talk to your mate.
Getting masked up to drop another verse. Hitching up the plow, locking in another purse. The mic pump with your confessions in the mix. Broadcasted by a lawyer way too busy turning tricks. Introducing the ecosystem's newest hires. Setting any legitimacy on fire. A drum roll for a creeper and con. Attention journalist is my settlement offer on. Pushing motions hoping for a new delay. Knowing discovery is doing what, 14 days? Phone records, every number, man, that filing was a wreck. As the ecosystem brags about their brand new tech. It all so shifty, but that's about the score. And protective orders, aren't you violating it some more? Here's another reminder, the ecosystem you created keeps fundraising. An ex-convict, an ex-con convicted of fraud and extortion. One that makes threats while spouting off every approved talking point and ignoring any proof of wrongdoing. And how do I know? No, they'll let proof owe their rent to own partner, which hilariously got ignored. And the line saying I should be sleeping with a gat. Please. Feeling like the sun warring with a swarm of gnats. More ankle biters trying to stop this platinum flow. When the truth is, well, you know, we know, no. Fun times, these really are fun times indeed.
These really are fun times indeed. What's up, folks? Welcome to a really fun edition.
Yeah, if you know, you know now.
Oh man, I really know. I'm thinking, Bruce, you should have known. My God, man, he has been slapped down so fast. It is, oh my God. Actually,
I have a live photograph of Judge Ficus, by the way. If you would like to see what happened in Judge Ficus's courtroom today, I have that. We have a live picture of the judge. He's coming out of the plant, folks. Judge Ficus has had to come out of the potted plant, and he's not happy about it.
Man,
Look,
and here's Bruce is like, but actually, Judge, actually.
I like this one too. Is he carrying a baseball bat? I think he might have a baseball bat.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, I would say it's a hoe, but Bruce ain't never getting a hoe. Oh, wait.
Man, okay, so we said that yesterday. We were like, yeah, the judge probably hasn't ruled on anything because it's a holiday. Funny how the second everyone's back to work, the judge got some words.
Well, and he jumped the line. What's fascinating about this? So, obviously, if you've been keeping score, you could probably guess what the settlement, or rather the decision was. It's settlement. Man, my brain is fried today. You probably can guess what the decision was about and the denial. It was about, well, something we've already had decided once, Gainesville to Gainesville. What's interesting, though, is the judge jumped it in the line. Because you have all this other stuff that's supposed to happen. He jumps it just to be like, Bruce, sorry about your luck.
Oh, God. And he's pissed.
Oh,
The
yeah.
wording in this thing. Oh, I need to put my court prognosticator avatar back on because I was super right. Everything I said last night about how I viewed this is exactly the way that this judge viewed it. I'm getting really good at this, folks. I'm telling you. Everything I said is in this order.
Man,
Everything.
I mean, that order was so dumb, though. I was like, why would you do this, Bruce? Honestly, like, why?
Yeah, his motion, his reconsideration motion.
Yeah, it was
Please reconsider
terrible.
moving the case from Gainesville to Gainesville again. What? It's already
Yeah.
in Gainesville, you big ass.
He was like, actually, Judge, you didn't read what I said before, because if you
I
really
did not
read
take
what
that
I
well.
said, I'm the smartest one ever, Judge.
He didn't
God.
take that well. That was not well taken, as they say. It was not well
I thought it was
taken by
perfect.
the
You
court.
should file a third one, Bruce. You almost got your point across.
Do it again. Do it
Yeah.
again. Here's one.
Almost.
Here's the he's coming. He's levitating out of the pot.
But you know, judges, they love it when you talk back to them. They do.
Oh,
Bruce
they love to be corrected
Mhm.
by snotty lawyers. Just love it.
I love that file. I loved the Gainesville game. You know, the first thing that made me laugh, of course, was the song thing. I thought that was hilarious, you know. But then I started just, reading through it and replacing, how the tone should be. When I read it through as this is Bruce saying, instead of saying defendants, it's me. And instead of saying the court, say judge. Oh, man, that is an amazing filing. Because it's so snivelly and whiny
And
the judge is like,
insulting. It's
yeah.
insulting to the judge. Oh my God. The last thing you want to do is insult the judge by saying things like the court misinterpreted. The court is wrong.
And he did that right before he starts trying to damage control on his lies. That was the other thing I didn't understand. I was like, why would you mix these two? I noticed the judge didn't really pay any mind with that either. Where he
he ignored everything else in the motion except for the idiocracy, the idiocy with I said idiocracy, but that fits. The idiocy of what he was asking. I mean, because none of the rest of it mattered. He was shoehorning issues into that motion that didn't belong there in the first place.
Yeah, and he was crying about Randy the whole time too. And it was like, well, what? I think I'm going to stick with this. The reason that he decided to quote unquote set the record straight in that filing is because Randy, he filed a motion and, the judge will get around to seeing that. So Bruce, after a freaking month, letting that lie set, he was finally like, this is actually what I meant, Judge. And he proceeds to lie about it. And I mean, his damage control is terrible because he comes off as a snide asshole. It's funny. There's a certain person in the ecosystem that he's like, I hate that Tug, because he seems so smug,
Really? You're the smug one?
Yeah,
Have
I was
they
like,
met Bruce?
I was like, really? Now I am snide, I mean, you can hear the asinine sarcasm like under a lot of what I say, but I mean, come on. I was like, compared to that, are you kidding me?
Smug is not how I would ever describe you. No, not smug.
I like it.
Hashtag Flux says hashtag smug tug.
Yes, smugless.
You could start a new membership tier. Tug Smugs. Welcome to Tug Smugs.
The
Smug Tugs.
That's hilarious. I also got a follow-up letter today too from that crazy person. I really
don't read it. It's weird.
Oh my God, I got to. I love them.
But they warned you not to.
Yeah, they were like, "How dare you read my?" It's like, are you real? Like, is this real? Let me redact this real fast. I do need to pray. So yesterday I read, we were making the point that we all get weird freaking emails and threats and stuff, you know? So if one of these people does actually get some kind of threat from somebody, welcome to the club. It ain't none of us. There's no real name you can slap on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
So,
I don't know what they're
yeah.
complaining about. Everybody gets that. If you're online, you're getting weird threats and weird emails. I
And when
can't
you
even tell you how many hi guys I have in my DMs, you know. I ignore them completely, but you know, there've been weirdos and, you know, Casanovas and all kinds of crap you get, you know. I get
would
weirdos asking me to go out to dinner with them and stuff.
hey chat, would you like to see the new add-on for that one? I know. Would you like to see the new letter? I love it. I love the ones that come in like after the main one, because if they reply, they are so fucking salty, you know. They're like, how dare you, Doug? How
Remember
dare you
when
make
didn't
fun
we
of me?
didn't we read something like another crazy email that you got one time, and that person went nuts too?
Yeah, they do. Like, you know,
How dare you? It's like, well, why did you send it to me? If you
yeah,
whatever you
exactly.
send to me in my email, if I find it weird and crazy, I might read it. Like, don't send
Well,
it if you don't want me to read it publicly.
I think some of these people, like I was reading this one, okay, and I think this person, what they're trying to say, it's hard to decipher some of this. Again, have someone help you write these, please. Like, I mean,
Well, run it through ChatGPT at
God,
least.
man. But you know, I said if somebody writes me in good faith, this thing says good truth or something weird, but I think they were trying to say good faith. Then I don't share. You know, you threatening me, and you know, as funny as the stupid is, if it's a threat, that's not good faith. You know,
Right.
I'm gonna say that. So here's the follow up. Apparently, they were very mad about the maybe thing, because I started making fun of maybe. You know,
Right.
okay, so this was a
Because whoever it
follow-up.
was didn't know that the word maybe is one word, and they kept writing it
Apparently. They say they
maybe.
do.
They say
You
they
know?
do, but I mean, come on. No one forgets that that's 2 words.
Oh, this is awesome. I love these. They're so crazy. I don't mind crazy mails, honestly. Like, some people hate them. I don't care. Like, I get them. I usually don't read it unless I'm just in the mood. But again, the point was
The
that
chat's all read it, read it, read.
so it's titled, "How Dare You Read Me?" Now, again, I've taken the address right here. If you notice, it cuts off. This is from Anonymous email. There are anonymous email servers out there people use. They give you burner accounts. So people will do that. And it says right here, you can see there's a space. It will say powered by Anonymous. So I just remove. I have a habit of that. You can see it came in this afternoon at 12:57. The other one, I think, came in close to 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so this one says, and again, I'll read it the best I can. There is no punctuation. Just noting that. So, you read me last night public. I read, oh God.
What?
Sounds like
Just mean
it's already bad.
publicly?
I'm just like, is this English first? I mean, you know, or if I'm dealing with somebody that's not English first, I have a little more empathy with it. So maybe stamp that across, not English first. I would be nicer about it. Last night, public, yeah, maybe publicly, yeah, maybe. And you say you do not read if writing in good truth. I think that's in good faith. I think that's what that's supposed to mean. I don't know. I'm just guessing. You know? It's like I have to decode this shit. Don't make me decode your letter. You won't like me doing it. You are a liar. It's better. At least they got, you know, sometimes I've had people call me a liar and they type it, you are a layer. You know, so at least you're better than that. I mean, just give you some. You are a layer, sir. You know what liars get? Liars get visits in the night. Yeah, baby, when the sun
That
goes
sounds
down.
inappropriate.
Fun times. You can't see it, but I'm winking at you, bud.
We know you just want to catch Tug in his jammies, his Jim Jams.
He wants
You're
me to
just
jammy
desperate to
him. He's
see.
like,
He's just desperate to see Tug in his jammies.
Oh man. Liars get visits. The little rats remember. I guess that's a kid reference, but I guess that's what that is. You know, I don't know, man. Maybe I did have a mouse one time, but he wasn't little. Maybe it's 3 of my squirrels. Holy shit.
Maybe maybe it is the squirrel.
The squirrel would make a lot more
that?
sense. I saw that.
That mean mugging squirrel has had enough of you.
It was setting up on the second level over on my house, like right outside the window. It had its butt stuck up in the air. I was like, is that damn same squirrel? Of course it was. Just sitting out there. And I bang on the window. You know, they usually run away. Like I bang on the window. I was like, hey. It just sat there. It looked at me like, it did. I even took a picture of it sitting there. Let's see. The little rats remember. Drop the what the hell's cover. Cover? Do I have covers?
Cover? Do you have what the hell's? Did you buy a Timu blanket with what the
Yeah, I
hell's
got
on
a
it?
blanket. It's a Jeremy Hale's expression. You know,
With Jeremy Hale's O face on it. One of the thumbnail faces that he makes.
I'm like, keep me warm, Jimmy's. And he's like, ooh, shock face.
Drop the what the hell's cover.
And leave this is one warning. You will not get this made me laugh. You will not get 2 or
This is
3
the second one,
or
isn't it?
4 or 5.
But wouldn't this be the second one? This is the second one.
I guess. I don't know.
You will not get 2, even though this is number 2.
Maybe that was a trial, you know. I don't know. It is 1 and done. And how dare you make fun of May B? Ha ha.
Ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
Ha,
Not
ha.
maybe. I know the difference between maybe and maybe. I just forgot. You forget things too,
forgot.
big man.
I just forgot. You forgot that the word maybe is 1 word and not 2. You
How
just
do you
forgot.
type it as 2 words? Like,
How do
does
you
that-
even do that?
my phone would be like, hey, yo, that's 2 words. So I get some funny emails, you know, but they are threats too. I mean, this is a threat. Sometimes I'm like, that has to be a troll, right? Surely that's a troll.
God, I hope so.
God, I really do.
It does kind of sound like people we know, if you want to know the truth of it. It sounds a little bit like some barely literate people we have been talking about.
I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I can't.
It
attribute
has
to
the
anyone.
distinct flavor of a Levy County message. That's all I'm going to
smells
say.
like blue buckets. Yeah.
Smells a little bit like Levy County stench.
Oh man, that's it. Like you know how if you're in trouble or something, you know, you get like a red ball. You know, movies like a red ball message or whatever. Well, in this, you get a blue bucket. That's what it is. So I have one that stinks like that. It's a blue bucket.
Oh Lord.
Oh, I love that one though. I really am proud of that one. I like them. So if they want to keep writing, I did make fun of you. So, you know, are you going to go Sesame Street and count on me yet again?
That's number 2. 3.
Yes, please tell us if that's 2 or 3 or 4. I don't know.
We're not sure. We think we're at 2 now. Somebody in the chat, let's see, Denise said Tug needs to make a grok of himself in jammies now in bed.
Oh
That
my
would be
God.
funny.
Maybe I will. Oh my Lord, you should see all the ones I made last night. It's crazy.
Oh, I
mean,
bet.
Oh my Lord. Look at all the I got on a throne kick. I've been trying I've been putting a fur coat on them for some reason. Look at that. Yeah.
I like the fur coat. I like the 3-piece suit too. I like the
yeah. I like it too.
vest.
Look at that. That's cool.
Is that a breathing tube in the middle? What is that?
It's supposed to be a scepter, I guess. But I told it a pimp stick, remember?
It looks
So I've been
like
messing
it's
with it.
attached to your throat, like the people who have those things.
Maybe it's holding the Maybe it's holding the mask up.
Maybe.
You know, like one of those weird the stick signs, like a kid. Man, he's got a lot of fat neck. Look at that.
He does have
It's
a
got
fat neck.
It's got a fat mouth neck. It's so bad. You got some look at that ring just ends.
Yeah, it doesn't have it's a half ring. It's the new style.
I like
That
how
one's
weird.
good.
Yeah, I like how weird some of the masks get sometimes. Yeah.
That one's pretty good too. I like that stick. That
Me
mask
too.
is so weird.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like you have more than a face under there. Like, what else is jammed under that thing?
Not by the hair of my 6 chinny chin chins.
That mask is super tight.
Well, look at his finger too. Look how little it is. I always look at these. Look at his finger goes right into it.
Oh, that's so
It
weird.
disappears. Oh,
The
I
chat
do love
says that half ring. It's a clip-on ring. That's
it's
funny.
a clip-on. Look at that one. Look at
This
that
one's
ring.
good. Is that a
That one's
snail?
wild.
It's
I
a
don't know.
slug.
It's a shout out. That's what it is. I like that mask too. He's like confused by the scepter. He's like, what is this? He's got this weird ass tie clip too. I like that they put 2 watches on him, or at least. You know.
Oh god. Oh my god. That one looks like one of those sleep masks.
Oh my god.
And
He's
what's
like,
wrong with its mouth?
look at his ring.
Look
Oh,
at his
he's like,
mouth. It's too small and it
he's like,
doesn't have a hole. It's just like drawn
it's so
on.
funny.
That's so weird.
That was so bizarre. Look, he's got 3 arms. What was funny, I had one somewhere. I have to find it. It's got 2 hands taken off the jacket, but he has 2 hands as well out
So he
front. I
has-
was like, what?
So
the
he's
world?
like a centipede. I like
Yeah,
it.
he's like Dr. Octopus, you know?
This
I
one's
like
not
that.
bad.
Yeah, gotta cut
I like the mask on this one. It doesn't
Gotta
look.
cut that. He's like he's
I like-
disheveled. If we were there, that's good. Look at that.
I like
Yeah,
the
no.
mask though.
I like how look at his finger. It ends and then the ring comes up. That's very bizarre, though.
I like all the necklaces. There's a lot
Yeah.
of necklaces.
I like that.
That
looks
that
pretty good.
cape like is sitting up weird. It's not on the shoulders. It's just like a cape
It's just there.
cave.
It's like it's around a chair, but there's no chair.
There's no chair. Right.
I like it though. It looks good. That looks good. Yeah.
That one's
I don't
not
know
bad.
what. Look at that staff they gave me. It looks like the Olympic torch.
That's the Olympic torch. Yeah.
weird.
Like that one too. That's so weird.
Oh my god, man! Look at that mask and the red.
That scepter is good.
Look at that mask. It's so bizarre.
That mask is bizarre. I like
Let's
that
see.
one.
Like a
Ooh, I like
sword.
that one.
Yeah, he's
I like
propping
the
his.
flaming sword.
I like how he's propping his face up with his. Wait
Yeah.
a minute. That's not how you use a sword, sir.
Hey, that one's good.
Yeah. A few more and then we'll be done.
Oh
Look
my
at that
God.
hair. Oh, just balding, no problem. It makes
You
a
should-
bunch. Oh,
you
look
should
at that
tell it-
finger. What is happening?
It's a compartment. It's like a locket finger. You just open it up and you drop stuff. You keep your valuables in those.
I guess that one's. I like that mask. Look, ooh,
I
look,
like
he's
that
got
mask.
look at that robe behind him. It's purple.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
That's pimping. I like that one actually. There's one in another color too. That finger. Look at that thumb. Oh God, look at that. Oh, that knuckle is weird.
That looks like arthritis. Definitely.
He
Chat.
does.
I
He's like,
agree.
wait a minute, I gotta get masked up. Forgot, got out of bed. Like some of these, I like a mask. The prompt for all these is the same. It just decides. Sometimes I'll put a background on it, but
That one is so weird.
it is bizarre. The roof ones. Look at that roof. He's like his disco. This looks like a sleazy lawyer like commercial. You know. You want to get denials over and over again? Call BBB. That's right, BBB.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lloyd Miller, this is so funny. New song title: Gainesville to Contempt.
Yes, we will look at that in just a second.
Oh, it's
by the way.
Deadpool tug.
Oh no, I should have added that into it. But what is this crap, by the way?
It's a mask hat with a mask on the face.
That is so weird. And that looks.
It's
like,
Spider
I'm so
Tug.
glamorous.
Spider Tug. Look, it looks like
I don't know.
Spider-Man.
He looks like he's like, I'm glamorous, baby. Look at that watch, man. Jeez.
Is there an alien invasion happening behind
I
you?
don't know. I like that mask. It's weird too.
It's like a strange face shape. That's like Ryan Reynolds' face shape, actually. It's like
Oh, he's got a
I don't
grill.
like that one.
Oh,
Except
he's got
what,
a grill.
what is
That's
that?
pimping.
What is in the hole in the mask?
It's a grill. He's got like a mouth grill. Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yep.
Oh my God, that's perfect.
That
You
is-
need to use that. I like the red suit.
I like the grill. Oh, look at that. That's pretty good too. Okay, there's enough of these. This is what I do on Megan's channel, by the way.
Yeah, that's
if you're
what
ever
he's
like,
doing.
hey,
You think he's paying attention? He's not. He's making groks.
yeah. If you're like, hey, I hear you clicking to, I'm not going to stop. If you're like, haha, video games sometimes, but a lot of times I'm just making avatars for myself. I have thousands of them.
Oh
I
God.
look like though. It's addictive. Okay, let's get to this motion. Let's do this.
Oh God, it's so good.
Okay, let's give it a little background. Okay, so first to start this off, we all the way back in motion. We're not going to read this stuff. I'm just giving you the highlights. Okay, so way back, motion 54. And again, this goes up all the way to today. We had something filed that we call Gainesville to Gainesville. Why? Because Bruce files wanting to transfer the case from Gainesville to Gainesville. He just doesn't realize it. It's a 20-page, very long-winded filing, by the way.
And he thinks he thought just because he was ordered to show up in Pensacola, where the magistrate's office is, that everything was going to be done in Pensacola.
Yeah.
That's why he filed his motion to transfer. And he did, in fact, file a motion to transfer the case
Which
to the
judge is
Gainesville
going to be like,
district.
and the judge is going to be like, hey, he's going to note that. So the judge comes right in. We talked about this last night. The judge came in so fast and denied it. It made it like we didn't even have time to cover the transferal request. I mean, the judge just came in and bam, he noted in his transfer. He was like, no response, just like this one today. It's going to be the same way. And he's like, hey, there's no merit here because, as reflected in the case caption above, the case is already in Gainesville and has been since the day it was filed. So he's like, hey, I hate to tell you, but we're already there, buddy. I know you're.
Look at the header of the order.
Yeah, that's what he's.
Gainesville Division.
I've got to make a video on this. This is so dumb. I've never seen anything like this.
Me either.
I've got to make a Gainesville. So he decides, after this is decided, the judge, there's so many things you can argue over. What does he do? He files a motion for reconsideration to go back to that. And if you're wondering, you're like, no way did he do that? Yeah, look, he's referencing. That was Doc 54. That was his original motion. This was the denial there. Through this, we had some fun laughs too, like him whining about Megan Fox. This was really funny.
Where he doesn't even attach the song. He complains about the song, but he doesn't even attach it. Like, what the hell, man?
That was amazing, though. I was just like, is he really whining about your song? Yep. And it's so whiny. You can tell why the judge is going to get annoyed by this. And I want to make this point here. Before we read this, again, if you change out the words and you take out the defendants and you put in me or, I or whatever, and you take out the court and you say, you judge, then it gets really spicy because he's saying things like, I supported my motion with legal authority on every pertinent factor, but you judge, your order did not discuss the authorities cited in my motion. You can see how whiny it is. Then he whines again to get out Megan Fox. He's like, the court's mistaken. So, judge, you're mistaken the description. And very terse. You can see the butthurt in that word. Terse. It's so terse summary denial of my motion became an immediate cause celebrate on YouTube among the plaintiff's supporters and surrogates. And a blues song was written by that devil, the yoga devil. Gainesville to Gainesville. He hates that.
I know. And by the way, you can see Gainesville to Gainesville. It is uploaded to my channel. Please do go and click on it. Give it a view.
Go and have fun with it for sure. Now,
it's hilarious.
Well, especially since, they put it in a federal case, which is amazing.
It's amazing.
Now, along with this, he gets into discussions about Randy. And what's fascinating is the judge doesn't even pay attention to this, but I do want to put this in because one part that I thought was really important, and I've mentioned a few times, and I'll continue to mention, is him trying to damage control his statement that the judge took as Randy won't call. He won't follow your order. Remember, the judge said, you've got to call. And Bruce noted, quote, plaintiff's counsel adamant refuses any, that's the key word there, any phone communication, including any addition. Now, he wants you to say, oh, look at the additional. No. Any is the key word. When I say, yeah, if I was like, Megan Fox, she won't come on any of my streams, including the one after this. That doesn't make sense, does it?
No, it doesn't.
So it's the same thing. And, he goes through that. And just for jollies, too, as Megan was pointing out yesterday, he manages to not only throw Mr. Worm under the bus with the description, he doesn't even bother to really redact the name enough that you can't. I mean, you can read it.
You can see it. You can read it right through it.
I mean, it's amazing.
Who taught him how to do redactions?
Well, you definitely don't do them and then scan something up. You scan it first, then you redact it. Oh, my. But anyway, so he filed this, and we got an answer very quickly. In fact, the judge skipped ahead in the line and gave us our new filing. So let's pull this up.
He sure did, and you're going to like it.
Oh, it's good.
It is spicy, just like a demonic pizza with toppings from hell. That's how spicy it is, folks.
Now, here's the point the judge was making. You see this header? This is what he's saying. Hey, you see what division we're in? We are in the Gainesville division.
How many times do I have to tell you this?
That's what he meant. And if, again, you're playing along and you're trying to keep up with what document we're on, this is document 79. This is answering document 78, which was referring to document 55, which was an order about 54. Man, it's like Jenga. Look how good I did that. That was awesome, by the way.
You did.
Man,
very good.
For that one. So here's the order. Presently, before the court is defendant's
dumbass motion. Sorry.
His motion, number 60B motion for reconsideration, because we are really inconvenient, your judge. Document 78. Now, yes. That is 100%. That is spot on. Now, the judge, look at what he says here. Like, first of all, no response necessary, which is funny, but because the motion is plainly without merit.
Plainly without merit.
He's going to call this out again. You can tell he is annoyed by this motion.
Oh, he's annoyed. He is out of the potted plant. Dirt is flying everywhere. He's pissed. Gavel is held over his head, and he's ready to go.
Let me flip that there. There, I like that better.
I'm sure that federal judges just love having to respond to motions that are plainly without merit.
And this is.
I wonder how much shit he had on his desk to do today with the holiday yesterday and everything. Like, how much shit does he have to go over? And he's got to respond to this dumbass.
Look at how many motions he already has to make, an order on. And instead of turning over discovery and focusing on that, you have Bruce doing this stuff. I mean, that's the killer to it. Like, Bruce is supposed to be focused on discovery. He's supposed to be turning over some stuff. What's the date on that? Is that tomorrow or is that today?
The 19th. That would be tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. I was like, it's not today. That's got to be tomorrow then. Yeah, I thought that was right.
It is tomorrow.
Yeah, so that's wild. I mean, we're here already, and I guess we're gonna find out what was or wasn't turned over. I bet you. I bet you he has not turned over everything he was supposed to, and he's gonna make some dumbass filing. He's gonna complain and say, we don't have that, or I don't understand. We'll actually, the complaints that I showed last night, I think I'll pull that up after this too. It'll make it even funnier. So anyway, he says, first, this is a judge, the court's order, that would be document 55, treated defendant's prior motion, doc 54, as one to transfer divisions, because that is what the motion said that it was.
Okay, so there you have proof
Yeah.
that Bruce's argument that that's not what I was asking for. I wasn't asking to transfer to a different division. You misunderstood it. No, that is what you asked for. You filed a motion to transfer the case from one division to another. That is what you filed.
And that is his argument, by the way. He was like, this is his wording. I'm looking at it right here. He's like, the court apparently inadvertently overlooked the prejudice to the defendant's ability to find local counsel. And because you didn't read it correctly, your order, I spelled this out, Judge. That's what he's going through. He's like, I made it clear in the first paragraph. That's what he says. In fact, the first paragraph of my motion, it acknowledged that the case was already in Gainesville and made it clear that the issue was the location of the courthouse where the proceedings would be held. And the judge is like, nah, your motion was about transfer divisions, because that's what it was called.
That is exactly what it was called. That's exactly what he asked for. And he's trying to make it look like he is not as dumb as we think he is.
It is like, here, let's just put this on record just to make sure, we are not misrepresenting. I know how he loves to do this kind of stuff. But it's a motion to transfer.
Okay, let's just look that up, by the way. So 28 USC 1404, 28 USC 1404. And what are the things in the parentheses? What does it say?
A.
Okay. Let's just look it up real quick. Oh, that's a change of venue.
Yeah, he wants to go from Gainesville to Gainesville.
Now listen to this. This is what the rule is. For the convenience of parties and witnesses, in the interest of justice, a district court may transfer any civil action to any other district or division where it may have been brought, or to any district or division to which all parties have consented. That's what it is. That's what you filed.
Well, it notes that too. I mean, if you read it at the beginning, the defendants, LMNOP and JC, move pursuant to, again, 28 USC 1404A, to transfer further proceedings in this action to the Gainesville Federal Courthouse on the grounds of, again, a forum. It is not convenient for us. This case was filed in Gainesville Division, which covers Levy County, where all the parties and in-state witnesses reside, but the proceedings were held in Pensacola. So he wants it transferred. He makes it very clear. It's inconvenient. We want it transferred. So him saying that that's not what it was about, the judge is like, yo, if you didn't mean to, it's one way or the other. Either you meant to do that and you lied, or you're as big of an idiot as we think, and you didn't mean to do that, and you're not lying, which makes you a bigger idiot. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know which one to go with here. Maybe he is such a big, but no, his argument actually is about transfer. So
yeah,
I would like to say, yes, it's about an idiot, but it's about a different kind of idiot. An idiot who just called out the judge. So the prior motion stated that it was filed under 28 USC 1404A. Again, in notes right here, document 54 at 1 is noted as a motion to transfer pursuant to 28 USC 1404A and 1404A, I'll get it out there in a second, provides that, quote, a district court may transfer any civil action to any other district or division. He made sure, like, that tells you something there too. When he's actually bold-facing a word,
yeah,
that's a call-out as well. Judges usually, when they get to that point, you kind of trying their nerves, where it may have been brought, or to any district or division. He again does that, to which all parties have consented. Indeed, this is not a very long one. I'll just roll through it, you know.
Yeah.
Indeed, defendants specifically cited the language of 1404A in their prior motion. So the judge is telling you.
You even cited it, you dummy.
Yep. And he, you know, that's the fascinating. Like, we did not go through the entire stupid order, you know,
We
because
didn't
again,
have
it's
time.
20
It got
pages.
denied so fast. The judge was like, yeah.
Denied. Sit down.
So we didn't get a chance to do that.
Well, it says, okay, right off the beginning, actually, you can see the language of it. So check this out here. I can see it right off the beginning, the complaint about it, where he's complaining about jury. He's like, Gainesville was the plaintiff's chosen forum, but he nevertheless refused to consent to a motion to transfer proceedings there under 28 USC 1404B. So he's complaining, you know, exploiting the inconvenience of Pensacola. So he's saying that he is 100% arguing that Gainesville was the chosen forum, but Pensacola. That's what he's saying. Oh, this is amazing. He called the judge. I mean, he called the judge out. Why would you do this?
Why would you do this?
I mean, that's ego. It's 100% ego. So defendants also cited cases addressing the factors courts use to decide whether to transfer to another division. So he not only used the language of it, but he cited cases where
it was going to be transferred to another division. Yep.
Oh my God.
I like this part. I like the next sentence.
It is too. I'm looking at it right here. I was just looking to see. And yeah. So thus, the court did not, quote, mistakenly characterize the defendant's motion. Oh, snap, by the way.
Yeah, the court did not mistakenly characterize the defendant's motion. No, I didn't. I didn't mistake you.
Again, let's do the word replacement. Thus, I did not.
Yeah.
I, the judge,
I didn't mischaracterize jack shit, is what this says.
As seeking to transfer divisions. Rather, I, the judge, treated your motion to be what you said it was. A motion under 28 USC 1404A to transfer. Man, I mean, that is a freaking call out. That's being annoyed right there.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You can feel it.
We're getting dangerously close to this.
Right to jail, right away.
Yeah, just straight to jail. Like, what?
Well, and okay.
You filed a motion to transfer to another district, you dummy. You cited the rule.
Yeah, and it does cite cases. So if you look like around the next page, we don't even have to go that far into it. I was just looking at it while we were talking. You can see right here, look at all the cases where he's talking about, again, transferal. Like that's what it's all about. He wants to transfer. Oh my God.
Oh, it gets even better.
But you know that I'm glad he did this because it introduces the judge to the game that Bruce plays, you know, where he takes words that are specifically stated, you know, and they're very clear. And he's like, no, judge, I didn't actually say the thing that I said. Rather, I said this other thing. And you judge, you're wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Maybe that will also, maybe that'll stick with him about the, that'll stick with him about the Randy letters too, you know, as far as Randy having to deal with him and all of his stupidity, you know, because Randy was like, I need to record all of that. Ooh, a big package in the mail. Cool. All right. Sorry. I'm distracted for a second.
Okay. Focus.
Yes. I was looking at all the stuff that I got today. Well, I wanted to watch that, you know, that new Nosferatu movie, you know. With,
yes, I saw it.
So today,
I thought it
Blu-ray
was terrible.
Did you? I wanted to watch.
Well, here's what I liked about it. I'll tell you what I liked about it.
Don't ruin anything.
I won't. It is cinematically very beautiful. I mean, the sets, the lighting, the cinematography, very beautiful. But the story, and I like vampire movies.
I love Bram Stoker's
It was
Dracula. I just love
very
Dracula.
slow. I mean, it was so slow that I was like, when is anything going to happen in this movie? Like, ugh. I mean, it was lucky it looked good because I would have been super bored otherwise. And I will say that Johnny Depp's daughter did an amazing job for that role. She is very convincingly very creepy. No doubt about it. She has
See, I'd
talent.
wondered about it. I just, movies now, like when they drop that, they got a month before they come out on Blu-ray or something. And they're like, hey, you can buy it for $30. I'm like, no way in hell am I buying that for $30. No digital. You can wait a month and, get it for like $20. You get the digital and a Blu-ray. So, all right. So anyway, that was picked up for me today. It's one I have not been splurging crazy on anything. I've been trying to save all my money and, be ready for health and all of that. And
you'll have to let me know what you think about it.
I will for sure.
Because I definitely thought it was interesting, but I also, there was something about it that, I don't know if it was because it was so plotting. I kept saying to my friend, I was with my friend at the theater, and I kept leaning over and going, this movie needs more Van Helsing. Every time I would say that, he would give me this side eye and be like, shut up. And like 10 minutes later, I'd be like, what would be great right now? Van Helsing.
Well, one thing I'm glad about with this is it brought back not just Nosferatu. You're having cleaned up versions of Nosferatu pop in. They've had them before with Criterion, but now, people are watching it. You're talking about a movie that's over 100 years old, with that. But you also have that movie Shadow of the Vampire that is starting to get a lot of love. And that movie was forgotten for a while. If you haven't seen that, that's an awesome movie. Oh, I
haven't seen the original Nosferatu either.
Oh man,
so.
Well that's an awesome movie. It's one of the old silents. So you can go in, put whatever music you want to it, watch it. I like doing that. I showed it to the kids a while back. I was like, this movie, we were talking about an old movie. My littlest one's like, older than you, Dad? And I'm like, yeah, older than me.
Hard to believe. I know.
But they did a movie called Shadow of the Vampire where it's supposed to be about the guy making Nosferatu, and he wants it to be the creepiest, he wants to make a horror movie, a true one. So he goes out and he recruits a real vampire. So the creature in Nosferatu is a real vampire. And it's kind of a comedy horror, but it's good and it's forgotten. Anyway, I got way off topic though.
Okay.
Sorry, folks. I got off topic with that, but I was excited. All right. So let's see. We were right here. So that was the first. Again, you saw the call out. Hey, you're like, I did not mistake it. And that was first. Second, defendant's motion for reconsideration makes no sense since given the court's prior order.
I love that so much. Defendants, I like how he's like, and secondly, so first, I did not mistake you. Secondly, you make no sense.
He's like, what the F now? First you're wrong, second you're wrong,
Yeah. I don't even know what you're doing. You make no sense to me.
Wait till we see all the ecosystem hate pieces about this judge now. You just wait. We'll see all kinds of them because of this thing. They've been going after. So the two morons, they've been digging into the Ohio judge. That's what they were saying. In fact, that one article talking about the protective order was meant to target the judge. Admitted that in comments. Still up on YouTube, actually. Isn't that fascinating? So wait till they start doing that to the federal judge. They're already whining and complaining about them. So I'm sure they're going to start digging into the federal judge and making accusations and more.
Oh, yeah, probably.
That'll go over real well.
That'll go over great. I recommend them doing that. They should definitely do that.
That's how you ingratiate a judge to you.
Yeah, good idea.
You call them a liar. You tell them they don't know their job. And then when you don't like what they say back to you, You go after them.
By the way, they've recruited someone on their team now who has a history of inserting himself into court cases and destroying those court cases. And in one case in particular, he caused a mistrial, which then led
really?
to, that led to the woman he was supposedly helping. She was winning, and she lost custody of her kids because of it. Lost everything because he did what he did and caused a mistrial.
That's wild, man.
So be careful, because these people, there are people that they have recruited in the ecosystem who will do outrageous things in court cases and will rile up judges to a point where it's bad.
That's what they're hoping. They're hoping that they can cause chaos. The problem is the chaos does not benefit the ecosystem. Like, that's what we keep saying, BBB. I thought at first he was the worst thing that could happen in this case, because he's done so many stupid things. And he kind of is, because he recruited these idiots. But these idiots are probably even worse for this case, because they'll start, like you said, they'll start trying to interject themselves into things. They'll try to do damage. And they do. But like you said, somebody could be winning and then suddenly they're not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. It's like an anti-Olympics dream team here. If you were I was thinking like, the Olympics basketball team back with Jordan and everybody. If you could do an opposite for a courtroom, if you could do like an opposite day of that, this would be that team.
This would be that team.
Yeah, it's amazing. So the court made clear in its prior order that the trial in this case will be held in Gainesville.
Welcome to the part of the order that I said it would be here. Okay,
yes.
Here it is.
This
is what I said. I said, look at what I read this part. I was like, look what he said. He already said it would be in Gainesville. Like, what are you even asking for, you dumbass?
Oh, I love it. I really hope he files a third thing, because he's like, actually, Judge, you misunderstood me again.
You misunderstood me again. Yeah, Bruce, do it again, Bruce. One more time.
I'm sure that
the third time's the charm.
You have no idea what you're doing, Judge. You don't know how to read. But the judge says, if there is a trial in this matter, then it will be held in the federal courthouse in Gainesville with the undersigned proceeding. So he makes sure I love that he put in emphasis added too. Like, that is the, I don't know. That's that lawyer thing. You usually don't see judges throwing that back in someone's face.
He's trying to emphasize that he literally wrote in the last order, it will be held in Gainesville. Open your ears. Take the wax out of your ears.
He's like, hey, dumbass.
In Gainesville. How much louder do I need to say in Gainesville?
Well, I mean, what was really bad is Bruce walked away with a pretty light one in that stuff too. He didn't have like the judge attack him for his stupidity. The judge was just like, yeah, whatever, man. And he was pretty nice in it. It was funny, but it wasn't asinine.
It wasn't
like for me,
snarky. He called it terse, but I didn't, the definition of the word terse is concise. Yeah. Why shouldn't a judge's order be concise and short and to the point? The word terse, he means it as an insult, but frankly,
he was trying to say blunt. He was
trying to say it was, too like short and snarky almost. But that's not even what terse means. Terse means concise and to the point. And that's a normal thing for a judge. So he's just basically criticizing a judge for doing what judges are supposed to do, which is very unfair.
The judges aren't supposed to spend all, month long having to argue stupid things like this. I mean, the Gainesville to Gainesville filing is one of the dumbest filings I've ever seen. Honestly, it is one of the dumbest things I have ever seen.
Which is why it inspired the hit song Gainesville to Gainesville, which you can see on my YouTube channel. Please go like and subscribe over there if you haven't already. And make sure you put that in your playlist because it is hilarious. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe while you're here, by the way. There's 3,900 of you here.
Are there really?
Yeah.
3,900? Holy crap.
So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe because, Tug here, he went full time on YouTube recently.
That's
And
true.
just in time for all your medical issues to pop up.
No, I actually this month has been crazy with that because I was like, now then this month's been okay. I mean, I'm going to say that before I state what I'm stating, but I've missed a lot. I almost missed today. Like today was rough, man, but I got it straightened out finally. But with 3 hours to go in here, I was like, I'm canceling today. And then this order came out. I was like, oh, I can do it. I can do it.
Dragging himself to his
Yes.
office chair, doing the army crawl. He's like, I can do it. I can.
Yes. And I did make a video for the Blake Lively stuff. Yeah. So I actually did make a Ryan Reynolds Blake Lively video. I will drop tomorrow. I will probably make a video
Awesome.
out of this subject too, because I think this deserves a video to laugh at. It is so funny. Oh God. I mean, when the judge wrecks you like this, you probably do need to. You really do. I mean, this is, I don't even know what to call it, because it is a win but it's not, I mean, it's a win because this guy's pissing off the judge. That's
but it's also
comes
taking
in.
up valuable court time that could be spent on other more important motions that need an answer.
Mhm.
We're waiting on a lot of things. We're waiting on motion to compel evidence. We're waiting on all kinds of stuff.
Yes, yeah, we're way behind on motions. Actually, there's quite a bit
and now the
that's lined
court
up.
is taking up its time answering this garbage,
Mhm.
and he had to write 2 pages on it. No, 3.
I do hope he checked your song out, though. I really do. I hope he
Yeah, well,
looked it
how
up.
could he? Nobody gave him the link.
Maybe he just looked it up. He's like, Gainesville to Gainesville. Let me see if I can
I
find
hope so. I hope so.
it. He did point to your channel after all.
He did. That's true. So
Mhm.
he would know where to look. That's
Mhm.
true.
I really hope he did. If not, when the trial comes up, maybe we need to have a Gainesville to Gainesville t-shirt or something. Bring it up there.
Yes. I went to Florida and all I got was a order to go from Gainesville to Gainesville.
Yeah, it'd be like I went from Gainesville to Gainesville. How it's like I
And
guess
all I
he'd
got
have,
was
like,
this lousy
pointing-
t-shirt.
He's pointing like at himself, in the middle, like both fingers pointing from Gainesville to Gainesville. I'm gonna do a ridiculous shirt too. I'm definitely doing a
Ridiculous would be
ridiculous shirt.
funny.
Yeah, I need those. Okay, but the judge notes again. He says, like we read there, emphasis added. Then he notes the court also made it clear in its prior order that it would consider holding pre-trial hearings in Gainesville upon request of the parties. And he did note that, by the way. It's in the footnote. So the thing that there's nothing in this that Bruce would have a reason to file for. I mean, everything was clarified. It's all ego. It's amazing to me.
Mhm.
Footnote. Yes. So here's the other footnote where the judge, like I said, the judge made it very clear. Here it is. Let me lock this in just to note the judge's own words. Because again, there was, and the point in all of this is to say that Bruce, he had no real reason to file this. I mean, here it says pretrial hearings will not necessarily occur in Gainesville, nor does any party have a right to have a hearing or even a trial held in a particular division within the judicial district. See, blah, 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 recognizing that there is no constitutional right to a trial within the division of judicial district. The court will, however, consider holding pretrial hearings in Gainesville upon request of the parties. So you can see that right there.
Mhm.
Judge made it very clear.
So not only is the trial happening in Gainesville, but if you want the pretrial hearings to be there, you just have to ask.
Yeah, you got to file for it. I mean, it's not a big deal. The judge made it clear, but that's not what they want. Again, I think Randy made it very clear. And I love that Bruce added this into his filing. Randy made it clear that this was a disguised action to try to knock the judge off the case.
Mm-hmm.
Randy called that out too. Oh, I love it. Let's see. Randy noted, and actually, let me pull this up. This is funny because Bruce put this in the motion that the judge is annoyed already and he's seeing Randy spell out right here, what you're doing is a thinly veiled attempt to remove the magistrate. This will be brought out and fleshed out in detail in our reply, along with a Rule 11 motion for sanctions and possibly even a count against you for abuse of process. So Bruce put this into the motion, and he's like, look, he's making me, he's laughing at me. That's what he does, too. He's like, he's laughing. I love this comment right there. He was like, I expect to see a filing correcting your footnote, even though your motion was denied so fast. It made me think we have new high-speed line directly to the judiciary in this country. And he whines about it. He's like, the plaintiff's counsel communicates on practically every issue, including accusations, insults, sarcastic remarks, and/or threats of sanction. Much time is already wasted.
Well, how much time did Bruce just waste of the magistrates on this garbage? So, I wonder how sympathetic the magistrate is going to feel about Bruce complaining that he's being his time is being wasted when the magistrate's time is being wasted by this garbage, this dumpster fire of emotion.
It's so amazing, though. But he did. He made it clear. He said, we consider that. And there has been no request. So he makes it clear. Hey, there's been no request for such a Gainesville hearing that has been denied. So he's saying, hey, I never denied anything on that.
There isn't even another hearing set right now. There is no pending hearing in the federal case that has been assigned to any courthouse. So there couldn't be a motion asking to move it because there isn't one. So basically, he's just wasting time.
And the court calls this out too. Give me a second. I was tempted.
I love the next sentence. Oh my God.
I hate it when people bring me food while I'm sitting here. I'm like, I've got to eat that.
What did they bring you?
Just some toast. I wanted some toast. I've been eating like plain food. I've been eating like yogurt, which you're like, yeah, yogurt, yeah. But yogurt, thin meat, like I will eat some like thin sliced steak or something, and toast and fruit. That's about it. And, of course, taking supplements to make sure I get all of my stuff in. But I'm like, I ain't nothing else. I'm not taking anything that will upset me or anything else. I'm going plain food.
Well, I tried to make Korean fried chicken tonight, which was...
What is that? Like, how is that different from fried chicken?
Very good. Like, it's bite-sized pieces, and it's deep fried. So bite-sized pieces of chicken, and then it's rolled in this super spicy sweet sauce that's made with gochujang. I can't say it. I don't know. That really spicy red stuff that comes from Korea, and like honey and sugar and soy sauce and garlic, and it's really good. But I was reliably told by my Korean student, she said, well, she loved it. She was like, I love it, but it doesn't taste like Korean fried chicken. I was like, well, crap.
That's funny.
I tried.
You were like, well, but it was good, though, whatever it was. Whatever you made, it came out good, though?
Yeah, no, she loved it. She said that it reminded her of Korean food. It just didn't really taste like Korean food.
It kind of had. It was just lacking the substance and authenticity. Oh,
but she loved it. She liked it a lot. She ate a lot of it.
Is she very proper, by the way, and nice and polite?
Oh, she's so polite, so kind, so sweet.
So she's just being nice, polite, and kind and sweet.
I don't think so. Like, I don't think so. She would tell me. She would tell me if she hated it. Well, everybody else loved it. Even my 10-year-old, even Hangry, loved it. And I thought it would be too spicy for him. He just came back for seconds and he was like, you were right, Mom. This is spicy, but I'm just going to get more milk. He's like, I could eat this all day. I was like, great. That's awesome. But it was very spicy.
See, I've been told, like, if I don't like something to eat, I'm asinine. I'm rude about it. So, I'm blunt. I'm like too blunt. So I've been trying, to be more polite. And apparently that doesn't work too. I remember trying something not too long ago that a friend of mine made, and I was like, well, at least it doesn't taste like barbed wire. It was something like that. They were like, that's not nice. That's not a better comment.
No, Sun will tell me if Sun doesn't like something that I make, she just goes and makes herself ramen. So I'll know if she doesn't like it because she'll make ramen. But she'll tell me she doesn't like
That's
certain.
funny.
She'll
So
tell
she
me
won't
she
have to
doesn't like
say
certain
anything.
things. But no, she'll tell me she doesn't like certain things. Like she doesn't like pickles or pickled things. And she doesn't like bread, really. She loves potatoes. She'll tell me those things. But yeah, I don't think I've made anything that she really disliked. I think she eats so good. She eats better than any of my kids. And it always makes me so happy because she eats. And I love it when kids eat. I don't know what it is about it. I get that from my dad. My dad and I both are like, clean your plate. Why aren't you eating? If you're not eating, there's something wrong with you.
That's the way my mom always is.
Yeah.
You must eat.
You must eat. Like I love to see my kids eat because it makes me feel like I did something good and they're happy, like they're happy and satiated. That's always good. And if they're not eating or they're just picking at stuff, I always feel like, yeah, you're going to die. Eat something,
I bought my daughter a shirt. Like, I was opening something over here earlier, and I bought her a shirt and a couple of other things. But this shirt, they're like drop ship. They're from AliExpress, and they were like, well, they run a little small. I'm like, okay. So I got a 2XL. I figured, hey, little kid, 2XL, it's got to be, no matter what. Yeah, this thing looks like it would fit on my littlest daughter. I'm like, I don't know if that will fit somebody. Oh, Lord. All right. Now, I thought the favorite part in this, by the way, is this was pointed out. Again, there's been no. And then the judge is like, so the court, again, that's him. So I, the judge, have no idea why you, Bruce, filed the current motion asking me, the judge, to reconsider.
I love this line. And I missed it the first
wrecking
time
ball.
around. I always, when I get these, I throw them into Speechify because I'm usually cooking dinner. So I listen to it first. And somehow I missed that part. And when I went back, when I finally got to read it, I was like, oh my God, this is so epic. So freaking
I was
epic.
shocked by how just brutal this thing was,
Yeah, this is right in your face. I don't have a clue what you are doing. The court is confused, has no idea what you're doing.
I love it. The judge is like, you, sir, are an idiot.
I don't know why you're doing it. I don't know who you're doing it for, but you're doing it all wrong. You're doing it wrong.
I'm gonna send you a weird, like maybe a button or two. I'm gonna have to figure which one I want to send. I got some buttons for friends. I'm mailing random ones to people. Oh, here's one. They sent me an extra on accident. I got one, live, laugh, love. That one.
Uh-huh.
This one says live, laugh, toaster bath. And there's a little toaster falling.
Live, laugh, toaster bath.
That's what it says. I didn't even order this. I don't even know where it came from.
Check the private chat when you get a second.
All right.
Oh, but yeah. Amazing. I love those. That live, laugh,
that
love thing is funny.
Oh, that's funny too. I'll check that out. That's funny.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, this is ridiculous. But you know what? This has been the flair that we have seen repeatedly from Bruce. There's nothing different in what he's doing here
than what he's been doing from the beginning. Like, did you just happen to notice that now it's really getting crazy? Like, no, it's been like this from the beginning.
And this guy, what we're finding out. So what we found out in all of this is that Bruce has made all of these orders. So any case that's come up, that's Bruce. Now, when we've looked, for example, at Trespass 5, that is probably one of the worst written cases I've ever
bad.
seen. It is. That filing is so terrible. I've never seen somebody write such a rambling, nonsensical piece of garbage. And it goes just the same thing with the everything that's gone on in the thumbnail litigation. And that's starting to get a little frisky. You're looking at somebody potentially having to answer some new questions. Ooh, I've seen people talking about that. A certain LMNOP. Yeah, there's been a lot of discussion about that. People are like, oh, I think maybe Jeremy brought that up. That's where people were talking about it from. Her being deposed. That might be fascinating. Imagine how that'll go. So, I mean, all this stuff, and Bruce's actions have led to that. What he should have done is focus on one case and, make sure that he does everything correctly. Instead, he let his ego get in the way, because it did. It's what brought him into this. But also, it's what made him go after a DUI guy and other people. And he looked like a fool for it. So, of course, says
anybody who patted him on the back for that was fooling themselves, because he's always been terrible. But he's always been terrible, and he's always put in stupid motions. They've all been stupid.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, and that's why his denial record is what now? 17? Isn't that where he's at now? I think he's at 17 denial.
Yeah, maybe more now. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, what are his wins? Okay, so he got added to the case. All right, there you go.
Yeah, he didn't get added. Yeah, the judge denied the adding him to the case.
They didn't have to have the conference, where they try to settle everything, the mediation.
Settlement conference, mediation, yep.
They got to kick that. And he, since it had gone on for so long, they didn't add extra parties. They had to go with that. And that eliminated
Rico. In the thumbnail case, he got his extension.
Oh, yeah. So what is that? 5? I mean, and I mean, most of them deal with, again, getting added to the case is not, that's not a win. That's just like one of those by default things. Getting an extension, and remember how they got it, which is really shady, by the way, especially with what they filed in the federal case. They were saying, oh, Stark, look at his health. Yeah, then you look at their own footnotes when they do try to do counterclaims. Oh, we still haven't gotten to go over. I got to write this down. We haven't gone over the answers in the counterclaims yet.
We didn't? I thought we did.
No, we never went through them. So we went through the counterclaims themselves, but we did not look through, the answers.
Oh, we didn't. Well, we looked at a couple of them. We just didn't.
We brought up a couple things, but those were just. Let me write that down though. Answers in the counterclaims.
Well, this is why, and again, this order should show you people out there why it is that Bruce cannot collect for himself any lawyers on his side other than morons and ex-felons.
Yes, indeed. I mean, that's what he said. Well, that's why he's recruited harassers. I mean, look at these 2 morons that just got brought in. I mean, good God. They're out there proud of what they've done in the past. Because again, I guess that's their selling point.
Right. To be heavies, thugs.
Yeah, one of them, if you're a female, boy, you better watch that. It's going to be heavy.
Bruce hasn't gotten one legal media to pick up on this. Not one. And he has emailed how many of them? And he hasn't gotten one. And the reason is because he's full of crap, and he is wrong on this case. He is wrong.
Well, he also threatened. See, one of the things, like there are YouTubers that probably would cover and look into it. But the thing is, they know if they look into it and they don't agree with Bruce, then they're going to have threats that he's going to threaten to sue them. He's going to come after them and try to punch their ticket on it. So a lot of people, they avoid it. They avoid everything to do with it. And
even that lawyers he has recruited, at least one of them, he says, isn't talking to him anymore. I wonder why that is.
I'm sure it's I imagine actually it's probably 2 things. Number one, it's probably if you disagree at any time whatsoever. God, look at how Shara described her interactions.
How he screams and yells.
I mean, as a man, I'd be like, forget that. I'm not dealing with this
Can
garbage.
you imagine? And this is the guy. This is a guy who wanted to come on my show, and he thinks he's entitled to be in the same room with me and have me interview him. A guy who screams and yells at women. No, thank you. I'm not obligated in any way to have some mentally unhinged psycho on the other side of the microphone from me. Absolutely not.
I just thought it was funny because he threw an absolute shit fit when I wouldn't let him on the mic. So I'll never let him on the mic because I think it's funny. You know,
it is funny.
That's my reasoning.
But it's also, I mean, I would never invite someone on my show that I thought would abuse me. Like I would. There's no reason for that. Why would I do that?
No, my problem would be there are a few people in the ecosystem I feel like this too. They would potentially try to take my channel down with some kind of crazy bullshit, you know?
Of course.
They might say God knows what. That's one of the
Look
reasons.
Look what he did to Veteran Nation. Veteran Nation was nice enough to let him come on. Next thing you know, he's writing a legal letter to YouTube legal support and tracking their lawyers down at home and trying to get his channel deleted. Like, that's the thanks that Veteran Nation got for having Bruce on to tell his side of the story. That's the thanks he got.
Well, not only that, I mean, if you watch that in the interview, he gives all these, unlike Tug and Megan, you're a class act. You know, you had me on, you let me have my, and then behind the scenes,
that was just blowing smoke. Yeah. Just lying. That's right. We made the right choice by keeping him as far away from our channels as possible. None of us are obligated to give anybody a microphone. This is our show. If I give you a microphone, it's because I want you to have it. If I don't, I don't.
I would let his clients on though. I would.
Yep. I offered that also.
Yeah, I did. So it's
but he's not allowed.
I'm not having their PR team on, and I'm not having him on. But if they want to come on, they are totally welcome. Now they'll get asked questions that they probably don't want to answer though, of course. Well, I'll have to I'll ask them some questions about, again, they deny reality. It's so strange. Like, he is a reflection of his clients. They all deny reality. They say, and they lie about anything. I mean, they lied about, again, getting a cease and desist, for example. That was the most bizarre thing to lie about. I was like, why would you lie about that? Why would you say, no, I've never gotten one, when you've also said, yes, I've gotten one?
That is a strange thing to lie about.
But I mean, I don't know. Anyway, let's finish this here.
Okay.
So in any event, it notes the motion does not come close to meeting the high standard for reconsideration.
Whoops.
That's amazing there. Under federal rules,
it doesn't even come close.
Yep. It does
not even come close, Bruce. You didn't even get in the ballpark. You weren't even inside the stadium. You were standing outside crying in a corner. You were so far away.
I've seen people get called out. My God. You usually don't get, taken to task like this.
Oh, it's so good.
And when a judge clowns your motion, maybe you should rethink something, Maybe you should. Maybe you should sit down and kind of rethink what you're doing in life. Maybe you're not as good as you think. So explaining that to obtain the reconsideration under federal rules, civil procedure 60B, a party must demonstrate justification so compelling that a district court is required to vacate its order. Cleaned up. So he cleaned up the statement. That's accordingly, defendant's motion for reconsideration is denied.
Denied.
Done.
Sit down.
Look at that. Done and ordered. I like that. He's like, it's done, baby. It's over.
It's done. But I encourage Bruce to try again. I think the judge just needs one more try. That's what I think. I think he should try again. He's been completely misunderstood. The court has taken his motion and completely misread it. I definitely encourage Bruce to do this one more time, at least.
I don't remember him using done and ordered, done, because he's done. Okay, so
I think that's normal language in every order.
He did use it before, like check. Okay, so the other order here,
no,
I'll have to check them all. But here is another. It is so ordered.
So ordered.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's telling him, we're
He's like,
done here.
Yeah, we are done with this
We're
topic.
done.
You better move the
Done
heck
in
on,
order.
son.
Like, do not do this again.
Oh my God.
Judge, you probably should have said, you have to be very plain where he's concerned, because he has some kind of malfunction that keeps him from understanding things. So you're probably, with the next one, you're going to have to say, and when I say done, I mean, do not submit another one of these.
I think the judge is just playing hard to get, Bruce. You should file another one.
Yeah, I do too. I think maybe he'll break down on the third one and
Yeah,
your way.
yeah. At first you don't succeed,
Try
file and
again.
file until the judge has an aneurysm. I think that's how it goes.
I think you're right. I think that's how it goes. We want the judge. The judge should look like this the next time, just whirling out of that dirt, like in a tornado with
Push out of that dirt, bro.
Thor's hammer.
Yeah,
Just
get him lively. I mean,
we got to wake him up from that dirt nap he's taking.
He didn't really want to be a potted plant. He was lying.
He was totally lying. He wants out of that pot really bad. He really does. He wants to show you what he can do.
He just, it was foreplay. That's what it is. It's judiciary foreplay. Yeah. Oh my God. Bruce is such more. I love that he put in his filing to check out your song. I really, out of everything, like that cracked me up. I could not believe he threw that stuff in there.
I know. He really should have included it on CD or whatever. He should have sent it to the court like on a thumb drive, so that the judge could watch it. I'm sad he didn't just link it. Of course, to be fair, when he wrote the motion, I had not published it by itself on YouTube yet. I did it after his motion, so that could be why he didn't have a direct link to it. That would make sense.
He was just trying to shortchange you. That's what it was.
Well,
he wanted to make it sound like Jeremy had something to do with it. In some way.
I believe that. I believe that he did that. Yeah.
I saw something someone put together I thought was pretty good. Talking about the lies, like just how like these people lie. We were talking about the cease and desist the other day. How they say that they've never had a cease and desist, her own statement, and then they corrected that. Well, check this out. Somebody put this lovely little item together. Look at this. So here's we have never, again, the keyword, never been served with a cease and desist ever. Prove it. And then, they're like, okay, well, here's one, here's a statement. It notes, quote, all the paperwork I got served with from his lawyer. Oh, okay, well, maybe that's not a cease and it didn't say it directly, right? Oh, wait, here's another one, And I'm talking about the lawyer who served me with cease and desist, which meant nothing. My lawyer told me to ignore it. Okay, so, that seems like a admission of wait, in the answers that they gave, in the federal court now, number 29, they admit that the plaintiff had a cease and desist letter sent to the defendants.
and what's funny is that the defense thinks that a bench trial would be better for this person. I have news for him. I don't think either a jury trial or a bench trial is going to go well for these people.
No,
because it is so easy to prove that they are liars. They have lied over and over again, and it's provable. Good luck defending that. Good fucking luck.
I really want to shout out the thing we went over last night too. In that one live stream. God, I want to go at this one more time. So in that one live stream, this has to deal with the topic that we just covered. Bruce was having an aneurysm about the whole thing. He was saying, of course, if it ever goes to trial, we would prefer no jury. We want the judge to be the fact finder. I wonder if he thinks that now, right? But
yeah,
also,
he's probably going to change his mind on that one real quick. We don't want a bench trial anymore.
How dare that judge? God, I love the whining in this.
I can't wait to hear what they have to say about this, actually. They're probably going to be like, the judge is biased. Yeah,
they're
we
going to be
won.
like, we won. It's going to be another one. He'll be like, but you got denied and shut down. We won, though.
Oh
How?
my God.
Because the judge answered us before the other file. What? He thought you were so
What?
dumb. He jumped. Like, think about this. He thought this was so stupid that he jumped line with everything else. And he was like, yeah, I don't even want somebody to file something about this.
Yeah, got to
Like,
deal with this crap.
Well, when he came in, I thought Randy had filed something else, you know?
That's what I thought too. It's exactly what I thought when I saw it. I was like, "Oh, this must be Randy's response to the reconsideration motion, and this must be that." And then I realized, "Oh my God, it's in order."
Yeah.
Oh,
By the way, whoever did this cut all of his responses out and put them on the same thing, so you could just see him in the chat talking. That's
having
beautiful.
a meltdown.
Yeah, he's like, "What are we supposed to hand over?" About Discovery again. I love that, which comes tomorrow. He's like, "What are we supposed to hand
tomorrow.
over?"
You have your shit together, Bruce. You got it all in files, ready to go.
Then he's telling, and this kills me because I would be so pissed if this were my channel. I'd be like, to hell with you. He's like, show it. He's telling them, show it. Let everyone answer it. Yes, let everyone help. So he's telling them how to run their show, which is funny. Then he's complaining about relevant time period. Relevant time period is from January the 1st, 2020 to present. And like I said, I agree. Like, that is one of those things that like any lawyer, I don't even want to say a decent lawyer, but any lawyer should be able to go in and to stop and to maybe flesh out more, but not Bruce. No, Bruce had to bungle.
Not him.
Oh, that's amazing.
I have to point this out before it goes away because it's so funny. Rogue Mama sent in a super chat. We won. The trial is in Gainesville.
Yeah. We won. Yes. The trial will be in a courthouse. You're like, what?
We got exactly what we were asking for, chat.
The judge loved us so much he used boldface.
You know what I wish? I wish we had angry fonts. You know, like I wish that as a society we use different fonts for different moods so that you
we
could
should
read.
Have one, you know.
We should have different fonts for different moods so that you can read the tone of emails and that would be fantastic. Like just to have a bleeding angry font, you know, to just throw in there when you're feeling really pissed off.
That would be really good. That whole order would have been that font.
Well, everything except the header would be in the angry font. Oh,
now with this, he's talking about the phone records, by the way, if people don't understand that was the request. And again, you know, you file something, a lawyer responds to it. They whittle that down. You know, you go back and forth. You get discovery. Go in that way. And like I said, I agree. When we said at the beginning of it, that surely he will do something to try to limit that. But no, he didn't. And he makes this clear, because he's whining. He's like, they want to call the numbers and see who answers. So I wonder if they're going to try not to hand over the numbers.
Oh, no, I guarantee you they're not going to hand over Jack. They're not going to do anything. They didn't show up for their depositions. He is not going to hand over anything. They will do exactly what they've always done, which is not obey the court's orders. I guarantee you he's not going to turn over Jack shit. And he'll have some excuse, but I think he's really playing with fire now because this judge has had enough of his shit.
Well, the judge saw him for what he was. Like he got a real feel for it. He got a real feel for it pointed at him. So when it's pointed at, when it was pointed at Randy and stuff, it's ignorable. You know, you'd be like, that's just some antic.
Lawyers fighting. Yeah. But now it's, he's coming after the court. Oh, he's coming after my integrity. Oh, I see how this is. I see what kind of a dick I'm dealing with now. Yeah.
Never
bring out the hammer, judge.
Never call a judge an idiot. You always have to. If you call out a judge, we did see after a little while, we did see call outs on the grudge judge, but the call out, like the heavy ones that came, especially, they came after the decision where you knew he could not be on trials anymore. You know, that's when.
Well, and the writ of prohibition was a huge call out. That was unbelievable. That was a fantastic. And by the way, I still have the I haven't forgotten about it, but I just haven't had a chance to read it yet. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow night. I have, speaking of Judge Grudge, I've got the complaint that Doreen, I believe it was Doreen who wrote it to the JQC, about him, which also pulls no punches.
Ooh, I love it. I want to see that.
Yeah. So we should read through that.
We should, because, you know, I mean, Judge Grudge really was a terrible judge. And
Terrible.
Again, a freaking court, an appeals court agreed. So, but he's, again, what they wanted to call, he said, talking about the judge here, so we get into the one about the judge. He said if there still were unresolved issues, he'd have a hearing. He didn't have a hearing.
Oh, God.
I love it. I never got to argue to the judge because he never held a hearing as he said he would. For Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 60, boobs.
Boobs. Internet boobs. Typewriter boobs.
It sounds, I mean, it's so ridiculous. It looks like he messed up boobs when he was trying to write it out. He did.
I do way better keyboard boobs than that.
I'm telling you, that's me. I'm like, well, you know, I may typo some things, but I ain't typoing boobs. You know? Sorry.
This just goes to show like how internet like dumb he is, that he doesn't realize what that looks like to those of us who've been on here for a while. I would, if I had to type that, I would have written something in front of it and in between it, because it would be like, no, they're going to think this is boobs.
People were like, is he drunk or something? That's what, you know, well, the people were posting and commenting on it. They were like, is he drunk? I mean, what is going on? Yeah. But I mean, I can see that, you know, because
funny.
Oh, the way he goes over this is so ridiculous. So he's like, I want to do 11 also. And he's talking about the 3 items. So there were 3 that they were arguing over, and he just got shut down and locked down and out on. So he's like, go over the 3rd one as well. What's IHNFI?
IHNFI? I have no fucking idea.
Maybe, is that what that means?
Yep, that's what it means.
Oh, okay. I thought, you know, hey, wait, there's a,
hang on.
When I typed it in for my
hold on. I'll be right back.
Somebody. All right, that's fine. Hey, chat, when I typed that into my phone to see if I could break that down and figure out what it was, the phone asked me, so do you want to translate Hindu to English?
No, it means I have no fucking idea. That's what it is.
That's hilarious. My phone was like, I have no clue, sir.
I have teenagers. They all write like this in code.
Do they?
Yep. And I've gotten really good at decoding it too. It only takes me like a couple of seconds to figure it out now.
I can see that happening later on. I've not gotten to that point yet. I dread it. What document exists to read this request? I never got to say, Judge, these are crazy and impossible. He's just said, objection overruled because they're boilerplate. Yeah. So instead,
maybe you shouldn't have done that.
Well, he also admits this. This is how stupid the ecosystem is. By the way, if you're out there supporting the ecosystem, because I know some of you watch, look at this stuff. This is something basic. It is a basic thing in courts. You don't go in and boilerplate objections. Like, there are so many cases that go over that, including multiple cases that this judge himself is, where he stated you can't do that. So this judge is quoted as that. And if Bruce was worth anything as a lawyer, he would have looked up the cases. He would have found that out, but he didn't. How can you support this stupidity? Look, this is a basic screw up. So even if you're out there for some I don't understand reason supporting LMNOP, JC, how do you support this shit? This dude right here is an absolute idiot. God.
It's just hilarious that anybody would give him any time of day at all and have him on streams and talk to him about, I mean, how How does anyone look at this, stuff he does, and be like, oh yeah, he's reasonable?
Yeah, they're like, by the way, this is so awesome.
Oh my God. I've never seen such idiocy before in all my life.
What if the request objected to, overruled, was all documents in the Vatican's vault?
Well, if your objection wasn't detailed enough, the judge would say the same thing to you that he said to you, which was, well, unfortunately for you, your objections are like they never happened because they were so overbroad and boilerplate.
See, that goes to the same thing he was talking about at the beginning. I showed you. They want the judge to be the fact finder, but they quite literally want him to be a fact finder. Like, go out, dig up the reasons why. We just throw everything at this, and the judge should figure out which thing this actually pertains to. And that's not how the judges work. They don't like that. Then he's complaining, well, I asked for his phone records for a 10-day period. They objected. Of course they did.
But they probably objected in a way that was not boilerplate and had reasoning. The judge refused to even look at his objections because he waived them due to the way that he made them. See, this is the unfortunate thing about being in federal court on this type of case, which he's never been on before. He's been in federal court, but not on this type of case. You have to understand the rules.
Reading some of the stuff that we've seen, the complaints about him and other cases, what the bar had to say about him. Yeah. It's not like he's very loved. It doesn't. I don't get that distinct impression. I think people don't like dealing with him, and not because he's effective. Like, that would be one thing. It's because he is terrible and annoying.
Terrible and annoying. That should be on his business card.
Terrible and annoying.
Bruce Manskin, Esquire. Terrible and annoying.
Terrible lawyer that is annoying too. Yes, that's what I was looking for. How did you know?
If you want to annoy your opponent into an early grave, hire Bruce Manskin. I mean, that is part of his I think his strategy is to just exhaust people.
Yeah. If you want to lose, but you want to lose and annoy the other person a lot too. It's like,
hire Bruce Manskin, Esquire. Terrible and annoying.
That should be his like his catchphrase. Terrible and annoying. Oh, and annoying too. Awesome. Yeah. I wasn't going to go with terrible, but and annoying. That's great. He keeps whining though. He's like, the judge. He said there would be a hearing and didn't have one. Then he goes on the Solomonic thing.
That made me
100 missing every week is always when the $100 missing every week is always the thief. I don't even understand the beginning.
I don't even get his hypothetical.
Yeah. But the Solomonic judge always splits the blame between the thief and the honest person. The thief makes $50 every time, and the honest person, they lose $50.
Yeah, I'm not going to rant about this again, but he's got that completely wrong.
Yeah, it's so ignorant. Well, he, just like anything else, just like Gainesville to Gainesville, he missed the point, right?
Yeah, he missed the point.
Then he's like, polymops, that can't happen without a complicit licensed lawyer. I actually think the more we hear about polymop, it does sound like Bruce, though. It
does.
I mean, it's so bizarre. Also, if people thought we were joking about the bar, I had this pulled up from yesterday. This is what the bar had to say. Again, due to your nature of your communications with this office thus far, all communications from this office will continue to be in writing. That's straight up.
Yeah, like, we will not talk to you on the phone. This is, again, something that Judge Ficus needs to see.
Yeah.
He needs to see that an entire bar in Connecticut will not take this man's phone calls.
Yes, they make sure that there is evidence of what is stated because he lies. I mean, and again, he He'll be like, I don't lie. Really? Again, I think that veteran nation statement, I'm not canceling channels, so I wrote YouTube and asked them to cancel his channel, but I'm not
God.
canceling.
But I'm not trying to shut down anyone's YouTube channel, but I just tried to shut down his YouTube channel. What now?
It doesn't
sorry.
make any sense.
What?
It's so bizarre. Like I don't even understand. Like, if was there supposed to be logic to that? It was like a lot of times people try to throw you off with word salad, and this is more like word soup. It's just there's no point to it. He also noted they told him you should also refrain from including bar counsel in correspondence. Substantively discuss this grievance, including correspondence discussing potential disposition. So he's doing things like, him going after witnesses, for example. Isn't this the same type of stuff he's being told? Hey, you can't go after bar counsel, start to talk to them about this subject, see where they might land.
The chat is saying they don't think that's the bar. It is. That's the bar lawyer. That is the lawyer in Connecticut who
the office. It's the Office of Chief Disciplinary Counsel.
Yep, it's the bar.
Yeah.
Trust me, guys. That is the Connecticut
it's
bar.
Actually on the header. So I mean, I'll pull.
Or is it Connecticut or Massachusetts?
It's
one of them.
Connecticut.
Connecticut. Yeah, that's what I thought.
From 2022. So
that was during his disciplinary proceedings. He was harassing
Office of Chief Disciplinary Counsel.
Right, and that guy Douglas Butler, he was the head of the disciplinary council. That he was the guy, and Bruce. See the state of Connecticut judicial branch. Did you see that at the top?
Oh yeah.
Right. Yep. The court. Yep.
Court Operation Division.
These guys are the ones that the bar complaints go to once they pass the reasonable, whatever it is, probable cause. So once there's probable cause that a bar complaint needs to go further, that's who gets it. Mr. Butler gets it. And Bruce spent an enormous amount of time harassing everyone in that office.
Still does.
With his emails and his phone calls. And by the way, didn't he copy Shizzy on another harassing email to all of those people at the bar?
Yes, after he's told, hey, don't do that, he does it again. It's so bizarre to me. I've seen people do some crazy nonsense, but I mean, Bruce takes it to like next level crazy. It's so bizarre. I never know what to think about what Bruce is pulling stuff. I tell you. Oh, let's look at Super Chat. Are you hanging or are you bouncing?
I'll hang for a couple minutes, and
that's good because this one's right for you. Look at that. Thanks for the 2 square bullet points for the mega dollars, y'all. And of course, you shot me with the y'all though. And emphasis added though. Emphasis added. Love that.
Emphasis added.
Max Lab, thanks for the 2. Let's party. Indeed. Thank you too. Max Lab was one of them. I had 4 people mail this one to me today. Max Lab right there, right off the go. I tell you, man, I don't know. Like, I need to set up some kind of indicator telling me that there's a decision in, because Max Lab, like whatever way you're doing it, it's the way to go. Thank you. Jesse, thanks for the 5 there. I've been traveling, flew from Gainesville to Gainesville, and boy, my arm's tired. Crickets. Don't forget to tip your YouTube host. I know, indeed. Well, thank you for that. There you go.
There's your crickets.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So if you ever watch Flashcast, Yellow Flash downloaded these crickets, and they sound like if I were going to team you cricket sounds, that's what they sound like.
I think my crickets sound pretty good. Yeah,
yours sound right. That's the thing. Like his sound like his are like. I was like, what is that, man? I love making fun. He's still using them. Been using them for a year.
Voice Mod has crickets on there.
He has his own soundboard. He uses like a big one, and he had downloaded that. I don't know. It's just so funny though. I'm like, man, what are those, rent to own? Or I mean, Pimp stick. I love that, by the way. Pimp stick.
Look at his avatar.
I love it. I love it all there. I'm starting new business. It's for tricked out hearing aids called Say What? Please read. When you can't hear a thing, but you still want that blang. I love it. Here, I'll say that again.
Tricked out hearing aids. I love it.
I love it. When you can't hear a thing, but you still want that blang. Yeah, step into the say what's. I love it. That's a great idea. Hey, Karen, thanks for the 2 there, Tug. The tracking says that the package is. I haven't gone to the PO box in the last day or so. I'll have to go over there and check it out. Thank you for letting me know about that. I can't wait. That'll be fun. That'll be a good one. Susan, I like how she pronounced way at the end.
I
love it. I love that. I'm like, thank you.
I do too. I think she did that because I totally screwed it up once. And then she changed it to pronounced way.
I don't know. I might have called it weehee or something one day.
That's what I said. Weehee.
Yeah. Weehee. You know, like you're having fun.
Susan weehee.
I love that you put that there. Thanks for the 2. The waste of the court time. Yes, that is very much so. Yeah. And the judge made it clear. I have my favorites. Thank you for dropping that gift over there. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for that. I always love that name too. I have my favorite. Carrie B. The hamster wheel. Thanks for the 13 months. It was pissed off Judge Day, Florida, and
oh yeah, that was nuts.
Ooh, that Karen Reed one. So I went back and checked that out after you.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I did. Holy moly. That was not good.
It's bad news. I went over that today on the live stream during the day, and if you guys want to go back and watch that, it was some kind of crazy. But yeah, at the end of the hearing, the judge cuts the hearing off because the prosecution made her believe that the feds gave them discovery that the defense did not give them, that indicated the defense paid the Fed witnesses, the Fed witness, but the defense was not allowed to respond.
Right.
And the unbelievable part is the prosecutor then gets back up and says, "Oh, I made a mistake. The defense actually gave us this discovery."
Yeah.
And the judge is like, I'm canceling this hearing and we will be back here in a week and you all should be prepared. I'm giving you time to prepare, which meant like, I think, get a lawyer because I'm going to either sanction you or kick you off the case. And they didn't even allow them to respond.
I mean, it's just wild. Like all of that. It'll be crazy to see how that goes forward. You know, what happens with it.
Especially because if the feds were paid by the DOJ, which I think they were, it could be, if that's the rumor I'm hearing, that they were not paid by the defense, they were paid by I don't know. We'll find out. If that's what happened, that prosecutor is going to be embarrassed.
Oh, well, that'll be an absolute fiasco too. You know, here's the thing though. They really, really want to convict her. So, you know, they're out for it. This has been so high profile. There's so many careers on the line that they really do want to convict her, and they'll do anything to convict her. You know, whether you believe guilty or innocent, they want her. That's the thing, you know. It's not a due process thing.
They should never have brought it against her again. They should never have retried her. If I were a taxpayer in Massachusetts, I'd be so pissed that my money was going to prosecute this woman again when there are violent criminals out there on the streets.
Well, and when, you know, this case was so high profile and it was embarrassing as hell the way it went the first time. So, you know, you would think if you allow it to move on and you did something else, or at least gathered more evidence, the way that they came back quickly. They didn't sit back. They didn't actually, you know, try to figure out what went wrong. No, they didn't regroup. They were just like,
Did you hear the Turtle Boys interview with the juror?
I haven't watched it yet. I saw some clips.
Oh my God, watch it. Yeah. I'm going to have to go over that for sure because it will make you rage at how uneducated the jurors are. It will terrify you to ever be in front of a jury.
Well, and that's the frightening part. Like, if you're ever a jury of your peers, see, at best case, a jury of your peers, but you have to have a judge that actually instructs people correctly. Like, that's an important thing in this. They have to tell people how to understand the law, and the lawyers. I mean, they have to bend over backwards doing that too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the double-edged sword. Like, we've been talking about LMNOP wanting a bench trial. Well, that's because most people, they Perry Mason their facts. They may have seen some Matlock or some other show, whatever's big now, and they make judgment calls off of how you are. And LMNOP, we wouldn't even have to get to the facts of the case. She just looks so terrible in something. People be like, this is a con. So,
Yep.
Dan, thanks for the 5. Can you imagine a judge being just like Gordon Ramsay? That would be crazy. You'd be like, fuck off. Yes.
Oh, I've got a button. I have a button for that.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
I saw that. Oh, it was hilarious. What's up, BK, by the way? BK, what's up? Thank you for the gift-o as well. Thank you, BK. Appreciate you. Always here. Thank you. I have my favorites. Thanks for the 2 there. The judge is going to cover BBB with fertilizer, y'all. Ted, what's up, Ted? Thanks for the 2. Gainesville to Gainesville. Part 2. Denied.
Denied.
True.
It's true. Denied. Sit down.
Denied. Sit down.
It is done and done. Dan, also thanks for Bob. Just because I'm weird does not make me a stalker. That's funny. Sticky Widget. What's up? Thanks for 5 gifted memberships too. Thank you, Sticky. Appreciate that, my friend. That's awesome. Sandra D, thank you for your membership. Thank you. Welcome. Thanks for that membership.
Look at that avatar with the breadstick hair.
I actually like that avatar.
I love it.
Welcome to Tugs Thugs, by the way. She also dropped a gifted membership as well.
It's
yeah,
really
I like
cool
that.
Avatar.
It goes really good with that green too, with the gifted memberships and the membership. Look at that. It looks really good with that.
It's really, really cool. It's really cool. I love the breadstick dreads. Those are fun.
That is awesome. SF, thanks for the damn it, Tug. I was taking a drink of water. One of my lulls at the lawyer, I'm sure. Rio Rye, thanks for the 2. Tug and his jammies. Hashtag snug tug.
Snug tug.
Snug tug.
Snug as a tug in a rug.
I love it. Judy's this and that. Thanks for the 2. LMNOP and JC don't use punctuation. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's true. I just, like I said, I'm not attributing random stuff to anybody. It could be a troll. I really hope that's a troll. And not because of the threats and stuff, just because of how stupid these people are. I had to get a drink. Naughty pirate. I like that. Thanks for the 5. New song title: Gainesville to Gainesville to Gainesville.
A new song. We're still in Gainesville.
Yeah. That's funny. Second verse, same as the first. Yep.
We're never leaving Gainesville.
I always love that. I can't remember what song that comes from, I always like that.
The second verse, same as the first. I am Henry VIII. Henry VIII, I am. That one. That's the one. It's the drinking song.
There's another one, too. Remember.
There is?
I've been around that song. Seeing lots of cities. I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. I'll look it up after this. Because it's they got the chickens and the roosters and the cows and the corn, and the second verse, same as the first.
I don't know that one.
I can't remember what it was. Oh, Best Friend for Life, by the way. Man, I almost hit that too fast and skipped it. Didn't mean to do that. Thank you for the 10. There's not a statement attached, but it is definitely a statement. Thank you for backing the channel. Right chick, what's up? 9 months there. Yeah, 9 months, baby's on the way. No, wait. Thank you, Doug, for making me laugh and lifting me up when I need it. I look forward to your streams every day. I love you. Keep doing what you do best. Well, thank you. I love doing this stuff. It put me in a good mood too. Like I said, I had a rough day today. Rough one. I had a blood pressure spike today, which was crazy. I thought I was dying at the time, but it went to 157/107. I had to call doc and make sure I wasn't dying,
I
and they
hate-
were like,
What did they say?
yeah, they said that it could be, something like if you're doing something and it causes your blood pressure to spike, then with the medication that causes your blood pressure to elevate, it could cause that too. Now you have to watch it. If it would have gotten any higher, they were like, go to the hospital. But they were like, is coming down? And it took it a minute. It did, but it was scary. I was like, oh my God, because I haven't had any real, like, since the medication and stuff, it has been settling down. I've had to get used to the medication. I'm still having some. It's more like, if that's a road, then this road isn't paved. Let's go with that. It's bumpy, yeah. But I'm getting there. And then I had that. I was like, oh my God, this is really bad. But then this motion came up. I had 3 hours on it, and I was like, I have to hit this. The Ball Python King. I love that name, man. I love it. Thanks for the tip there. I need a t-shirt. Gainesville to Gainesville. Well, I need a t-shirt for that, and I need a t-shirt design for ridiculous. So I'm going to have to do both. Got to. Rexy, thanks for the membership. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the membership. Welcome, Tugs. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. BC Eagle, thanks for the month there. Hey, Tug and Mangan, glad to see you. Tug, glad you quit the smoking. I haven't heard Torchlighter in a while, so happy for you. Yeah, I've been I've laid off pretty much everything. It's sad. It's a sad
It's
thing.
sad.
If you do hear the
Like,
Torchlighter.
getting old is sad.
Yeah, it is. It's like, man, what about all my good stuff?
My skin's getting wrinkly and like loose.
I'm good, like gray hair and all that. I'm good with that. I hate this, like, impacting everything I do. It's like,
things hurt all the time. Like, I'm shifting around in my chair because my tailbone hurts because I fell 2 years ago in January on the ice on a stone stair, and ever since then I can't sit in one position.
That's why I hate to say it, but I put a cushion in my seat.
For this. I have a cushion.
My old ass booty.
Yeah, I have a booty cushion, and even the booty cushion is not cushiony enough for the injury that I have done to my tailbone.
It's like the judge. Comfort denied.
Exactly. Getting old sucks.
It does. But you know what? I mean, the alternative, I'll take getting old. Janice, thanks for the 10. I want Deuce Foreskin, Ambulance Chasers, Files, to Gainesville to Gainesville. One more time. Yeah. I do too. And catches a contempt charge. He said,
I totally want him to do it again. Do it again, Bruce. Try one more time.
You won't catch a contempt. That's crazy talk, Bruce. They don't know what they're saying. You do it. You got at least 5 tries.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
At first you don't succeed. Do it over and over.
Don't be a quitter.
Yeah. How can you win if you quit? I swear.
Right. You got to keep trying, man. You got to try again.
When the judge got onto you, just think about it like he's nibbling on your ear. It's just like, the filing is over. It's only foreplay.
That's right. He hasn't even got to the good stuff yet.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta school him, Bruce.
You gotta tell him you over. You have to keep trying.
You gotta make sure that he understands you are the man. Assert your dominance. That's right. Use the puppy logic. Just hump that leg, Bruce. Hump that leg, that filing's leg. Just hump it good. Assert your dominance.
Oh God.
AJ's World, thanks for the 2. BBB is now the undersigned to me. It's true. Bunsen, thanks for the 2. Did Shizzy get it right? I don't know. Ask him tonight.
Did he get a reply to what?
To that, he sent over that letter that we all got.
Remember, you mean to the court? A reply from the court? Oh yeah. Yeah, good question.
Is that what you're talking about? Or you're not talking about the thing that was sent to all those other people? I mean, that could be, but I figure you're talking about the court. There are 2 things we mentioned. Like, there's that, and then there's the when Bruce put up together that mailing, and he included all those people with the bar.
I would
And shizzy.
imagine that the court probably will not email him back. I think that's one of those things where they would just take it under advisement. But I'll ask him.
Yeah. I mean, they usually will, like if they get something, they'll either, like I said, they'll take it under advisement or they'll tell the lawyers to deal with it.
Yeah.
But it
But
can come
I'll
up. I mean,
ask
they
him.
could. They could potentially. Yeah. Let's find out about that. Max Slap, thanks for the too. The judge was on vacation last week. I heard that. I didn't know if that was
You guys
true or
keep
not.
saying that. How do you know that?
Yeah, like was it on? Did he mention it in something or have a schedule posted? I didn't know where that came from.
I am not privy to what the judge is doing. I don't.
I do. We vacation together. So
Did you go to Cedar Key? Did you stay in the Airbnbs at Jeremy's Cedar Key?
yeah, that's where we like to hang out. You know, we like to eat. You know, we bonded over breadsticks. He was like, "I love breadsticks too," and I was like, "Man, I do too." Yeah,
So
right.
weird.
Sticky Widget, thanks for 5. I have to bail, unfortunately. I can't wait to catch up on the judge narc tomorrow. Oh, well, when you get here tomorrow, remember, it was fun times. What's up,
There
little
will
one?
be
What are you
plenty
doing?
of it.
Hey, you're knocking over everything. What you doing? You okay?
Aw.
that for now.
Yes, you have
Bug.
to be careful. What you doing, baby?
I'm watching TV and I'm looking for the gummy bears. Little
Gummy
things.
Your
bears.
gummy bears, are they in your room?
No, I left them on the kitchen floor to eat later
Oh,
Sunday.
they're still up there then. I don't know. Maybe they're in the cabinet beside the refrigerator.
That's bottom cabinet or the top. My fingers can't reach that top cabinet.
They're not on the top. They'll be where you can reach. You
No,
know?
he's not there.
It's not there. Well, I'll look after my live stream. I'll check on it, okay?
What's this?
Huh? That is don't mess with that. Don't knock it over. That's Sissy's. She ordered that a month ago. She just got it. You know, that's the Hello Kitty thing. Remember when we ordered it?
For Sissy?
Yeah, she got that thing. You got something else coming later on, but
What?
it hadn't come yet. Oh well, when you get it, you'll see. But hey, go upstairs.
Will
Go upstairs
Yeah.
and go upstairs and you go have fun. Okay, I'm almost done.
Sunny.
Huh?
Sunny D.
Sunny D. I'll get you some Sunny D after this. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
When are you done?
Yeah, when I'm done, I will. Okay.
When are you done?
Yes, I said when I'm done, I will.
No, when are you done?
I'll be done really
When
soon.
are
I
you
can't.
done?
I won't be done when I'm sitting here talking about this. I'll never get done this way. I'll be done in a little bit.
When are you
I'm at
done?
the end. I'm toward the end. I just have to finish reading the super chats.
Tell her it's the candy money.
Yeah, this is where candy money comes from.
I want to hear the candy money.
Now, you gotta,
I want to hear the candy money. Let me hear the candy
here, I'm gonna have
money.
to put her to bed. Can you read a couple of these real quick?
Of course.
Apparently, I'm not gonna. All right, thank you. I appreciate. I'll be right back.
All right. Patty Screen, welcome to Tugs Thugs. I actually don't know where he left off here, so I'm going to have to scroll down until I find them. Where are you, Patty? Let's see. Okay, we got Snug Tug. It'll be funny. By the time he comes back, I will still not have found where we were. Okay, the quitting smoking. We got that. Yep, here we are. AJ's World. Thanks for the 2. Gainesville. The secret word. Cynthia Brotheim, member for 5 months. It just keeps getting crazier. I know. Someone said something to me in my Karen Reed coverage today. They were like, see, you should be doing these other things because Hales doesn't need to be covered until it goes to court. I'm like, yeah, no. And then right after that, this order dropped. Like, no, I've never seen a case with so many filings consistently, you know. We have to cover it. It just keeps getting crazier. Wendy Seeley, thanks for the 2. Tug and jammies. I know. I think that would be a funny grok to do. Whenever I try to do groks of Tug, though, that never works out with the mask. DTG 1032, thanks for the 10. Motion to re-rail. Ron Barnard, thanks to the 5. Funds for BBB federal law book or breadsticks to piss off the haters. You choose. Oh, well, I always choose to piss off the haters because that's funny to watch them writhe around on the floor from which they may never get up again because they, don't have the ability to get up over all the rolls. If you're hearing the popping noises, that's my TheraPutty. It sometimes pops because of air bubbles. You know, like Silly Putty? I love it. I love this stuff. It helps my hands with my carpal tunnel. All right, Iowa Farmland, thanks for the 5. Are you sure Bubbles is not trying to upset the judge so he will behave like Judge Grudge acted and say they didn't get a fair trial when they lose it? I mean, that would be a really bad strategy because any appeals court would be able to read the transcripts and all the filings in the case. So any appeals court would see everything he did. And any other judge would be like, no, the judge was totally justified. This judge isn't going to act like Judge Grudge. He's not the same type of judge. He's not showing bias against Bruce or anyone. He's just behaving in a way that any judge would behave when faced with frivolous and meritless motions. I mean, this is, they're terrible. Absolutely terrible. Sandra Fitch, thanks to the 5. Could BBB trying to set up the judge for removal for bias? Not that I think he's that smart. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't, not with the way he's behaving. Any other, like I said, any appeals judge would see him and see what he did and be like, no, you had it coming. Emma Washington, thanks for the 5. Add some veggies and pulses to your diet. Pulses? Lentils, beans, etc. They're filling and full of good things and can be added to lots of things. I will remind him of this. I'm sure you don't mean pulses. You must mean something else. Janie C., thanks for the 2. This time, LMNOPR plus JC depot is at the courthouse. Right. Yes, which of course it should be because no more in the trailer. Janice Wingfield, thanks for the 10. I've ordered clothes off Amazon in my size, and they came in and would only fit native Ecuadorians.
Oh,
They're
Lord.
tiny people.
I just came in with that. I saw the shirt thing. I was like, good Lord. You know, I gave those to the little one is so funny. She was like, I want to read about the candy. And I was like, no.
That was my fault.
No, you're fine. Because I said it. She can't hear you. So I said it, you know, and it was okay. She's like, I want to read. I was like, well, there are other things in there. You know, there might be adult. Well, I'm not 5 years old. I was like, well, you're not 6. I'm older than 5, though. I was like, all right. So you can hear adult stuff at over 5.
That's funny. Emma wanted you to know that you should add some veggies and lentils and beans to your diet. Full of good things and filling.
Veggies. I'm working on it. I have, you know, power shifted my food. It's I'm working on it. And then gradually I'll work stuff in. Oh, I got a bookmark too. And so, oh my gosh, I got to send you a picture of this. I'm going to send you a picture in your
email.
This. Yeah, I'm just going to.
Or DM. What are you doing?
A message is a message.
On Twitter?
No, just a message. You
know? Oh, text message. Okay, sorry. There's just too many things.
Check this out. That one came today.
Okay, hold on.
Bookmark. It's a metal bookmark. Oh my god.
I need that for my daughter. Oh my god.
I gotta pull that
so
up here.
Funny.
Yeah, I gotta show people this. This is
my
funny.
daughter would laugh at that. So hard.
Funny. Well, that's like I like all the weird little stuff you can get from like an AliExpress. You know, lesson learned. Don't buy shirts there. They're the size of, you know, a hamster, but all kinds of other stuff are pretty funny. Like they get you talk about they got all these weird knockoff Legos and stuff that they have, which are pretty
I have
awesome.
seen the weird knockoff Legos that are way less expensive than Legos with way more pieces, but I'm scared to buy one because I'm afraid that like the reviews say that like the instructions aren't good and they're just frustrating.
Yeah. You've got to make sure, like what you do is you look up and see if any other place has put up an instruction, you know, like some people will do it. And that's the So
Legos are so expensive. It's like, I love them, but my God, too much.
I got this for my mom, you know, because she'll just get the humor to it. You know, she's always like, are you reading stuff, you know, that's that has the right values.
That's
So I got her-
edifying.
yeah, so I got her this bookmark, you know. Just like peek it out of the bookmark, and it's like, is that smut? I thought that was pretty funny.
I want one of those. I gotta
Oh,
give that to my
oh,
daughter. She would
I
laugh so
like
hard.
that. I laughed. They also have they have like a door corner, you know, like when you look up at the corner of your door, you can put stuff, you know, that surrounds the door frame, and it's got Jesus like there, and he's like, I can still see you. You know? I like that one too. I was like, I'm randomly gonna get one of those and just stick it in my mom's house, you know.
You must make her laugh. She must get a kick
Oh,
out of you.
I mess with it. I got her a button. Too. Oh, I've got one of these. So it looks like a Wendy's button. I put it on her bag, you know, and I was like, oh, Mom, you know, I got you some buttons. And I put it on there, and it looks like Wendy's, but it's not a Wendy's. It actually says Wendigo, and it has the little Wendy's girl. She's got like little Wendigo horns. It's like a little monster. It says something about, let me see. It says, give me 1 second. I have to read this stupid thing. It says, you know, it says old fashioned food. It says old fashioned cannibalism. I put it in her bag.
Oh, that's funny.
She hasn't figured out that's what it is yet. She's walking around thinking that I put some random Wendy's freaking thing on there. Oh, I love
That's
doing
funny.
stuff like that. Yeah, my mom's a good sport with it. She's fun, you know. She's a funny person.
She sounds hilarious.
Oh, she's good fun.
She would have to be to have raised you. We left off with at Teresa Finn, Writer Chicks 5 here.
Let me see. I gotta find where I'm at. I don't know how far down that is.
I know. It's only like 5 down from where you were.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, what was I thinking? Making here we are. Okay. So did you get the
No, I
Writer
didn't
Chick
read
one?
this
Okay.
one yet.
I think Megan should maybe be on for an interview and do yoga for it all. That would be hilarious. He would have an aneurysm. You know? He would. Pirate Rogue, thanks for the 2. Not a statement, but backing is a statement. Thank you for the backing. I appreciate that. Fallen Hero, what's up, Fallen Hero, man? Good to see you too. Thank you for the gifted membership. Thanks for that. Appreciate you. Diane, thanks for the 5 there. Hey, Megan and Tug. You keep saying the BBB is making an ass of himself. I hate to say it, but he can't make an ass out of an ass. It's like Inception, you know. That's what it is. Kelly, thanks for the 5 months. Does he have a brain?
The jury's still out on that one.
That is that's the kind of question you have to ask to a scientist way after the fact, you know?
Yeah,
Just one person's opinion. Thanks for the 5. Doesn't this feel like a scene from My Cousin Vinny? Yes.
That's why
Yes.
this case is so freaking great.
That's what,
Because
you know,
every day feels like a scene out of a ridiculous movie.
Randy said that in that one deposition with LMNOP. He's like,
Did he?
Yeah, he
I
said
missed
that.
it because I was
See,
all
we need
focused on
to
going.
start all of that at the very beginning again and just have a week of doing it, you know, like all from the beginning.
But we can't because things keep happening. And
There will be a slowdown
we'll
somewhere.
get distracted again. And it's like it never stops.
You know, it's the anti-court case too, because usually court cases are slow and boring, you know?
I know, it's weird. This one is just like racing
awesome.
along.
It is awesome. This case, again, never wish it on anyone, but this stuff, as far as coverage, is awesome. You know,
It is.
I never
good.
get bored with it. Like today, I texted Megan. I was like, I have no idea what I'm covering today. I'm
And
waiting
then
to see
by
if something
5
happens.
o'clock, I'm like, well,
Yep.
you do now.
It's amazing.
Look what happened.
Rogue Mama, we won the trials in Gainesville. Yep. Exactly. Paul, thanks to Can you say default judgment?
Oh,
Indeed.
you know, we are getting closer to that.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus
That doesn't
next,
happen
isn't
very
it?
often. That's like a
My fault.
last ditch thing that judges do, but it's possible.
You can search mood fonts. Yeah, you know, you could probably have a specific mood font. I'm sure.
But I think it
I-
should be like,
Yeah.
it should be like a thing
Everyone.
that everyone uses.
Yeah, just like italics or boldface. It should. It should have something. Yes, everyone adopts that. That would be the way. But yeah, I'll check out mood fonts too and see what's there. Thank you for that. That note. Were you right? Thanks for the 5. How long is a minute? It depends on what side of the toilet you're on. This was written on flowers for my brother's funeral on Friday. Oh yeah, I forgot about everything there. Well, first of all, I'm glad you're here. That is very funny. And I hope you all are doing okay. I remember that you all were dealing with a major situation there. And again, love to you guys. Love both of you. You all are great people. But that is really funny too.
It is funny.
I love that sense of humor. Sassy, thanks for the vibe there. Breadstick money. Love you guys. Do you think he's trying to get the judge to step down? Due to bias or will file for it? I think this was ego. Like, honestly, this refile, I think, was all ego.
Look, I found angry fonts. I particularly like this one, the road rage.
Yeah. That just sounds like
that's the one.
That one under toxic, the something handwritten font, that looks like a murderer font.
Eater is pretty good.
Yeah, that actually looks like some.
Or Dead Life is kind of fun too.
I mean, there's some good fonts there, to be honest. I like some of those.
Black Dahlia is good. Look at that one.
Black Dahlia. I like that.
Yeah, they all look kind of crazy, but I mean, for a legal filing, you probably want to go
probably not
classic
that.
road rage.
That would be funny if he files another one and he does it in road rage. That would be awesome. Wouldn't it? Oh my God, I love it. Just one person's opinion. Thanks for that. Oh, Bruce. Stop using Cloud GPT for your law practice. Indeed. That would be good advice. Emma, thanks for the 5. Hi, I'm Bruce, a proud lawyer. I offer terrible advice, annoying antics, and guaranteed losses. Hire me at your peril. Indeed. Janice, thanks for the 10. Robert said Deuce Forsky, an ambulance chaser, got his degree at. Oh, there you go. I have no effing idea. University. Yeah. That's funny.
Oh, that's good.
Ken, thanks for the 5. Special at Walmart. Want to be a minister or a lawyer? Look no further. Buy one, get one free here at Walmart. Indeed. Daily Dysfunction. Thanks for the Appreciate you, Tuck. Well, hey, I appreciate you too, man. Thank you. AJ Stone, 10 gifted memberships on that. Thank you, AJ. That's awesome, dude. That's well appreciated. Thank you, buddy. I saw them falling in. I didn't know where they came from until now. Dan, thanks for the 2. Last train to Gainesville. The monkeys. That's funny. Cindy, thanks for the 9 there. Last train to Gainesville. We'll see him at the station. There we go. We got the last train to Gainesville. Debbie, thanks for the month. Thanks for all the fun you and Megan provide. I look forward to the show. You're the best part of the day. Well, thank you, Debbie. That is awesome.
Thank you.
I look forward to these 2. I have a lot of fun. Diana, thanks for the $4 late fee. Please forgive me, guys. LOL. You are forgiven. You are forgiven.
Oh, by the way, Cheryl sent me 5 on Cash App. Thank you, Cheryl.
Cheryl sent me 5 too. Thank you, Cheryl. That is awesome of you. All the time. Hey, can you read a couple? I've got to go for 1 minute. Okay.
Yep.
I got an issue here.
Okay. All right. We are at Judy's this and that. You skipped over my 5. Oh, well, never mind. We did? Did we? How did we skip over it? Oh, wait. Here's the 2. Judy's this and that. My fonts, you can search mood fonts. We did that. Oh, wait. Where was I? Just one person's opinion. Thanks for the 5. Oh, Bruce. Please stop using ChatGPT for your law practice. Okay, wait. I got that one already. Last train. We got that one. Got that one. Diana Luttrell, thanks for the $4 late fee. Please forgive me, guys. LOL. You're forgiven. Judy says, and that, here it is. You skipped over my 5. Oh, well, never mind. I'm sorry. I don't know if I don't. Did I? Was it my fault? SF, thanks for the 5. Never leaving Gainesville in the style of Hotel California. And the spit take was your "you can't see me making my winky face right now" comment. That was funny. That was funny when Tug said that. That's true. Andrea Myers, member for 4 months. Thanks for being a member. Just wait. I turned 72 last week. I love your avatar. That's a standard poodle, isn't it? I grew up with standard poodles. They are the sweetest dogs on earth. Absolute sweetest dogs on earth. So smart, so loyal, so well behaved and clean. They don't shed. Brilliant dogs. Absolutely brilliant dogs. Willie Borzash, thanks for the Canadian 5. Thinking of challenging the bar exam? Can't be that hard if Bruce is a lawyer. Well, I don't know. Janice Wingfield, thanks for the 20. Here's some money for Candy for Bug and Lug. They will love that. Marilyn Leos, thanks for the 5. When are you done? This is for the love bug. Life's a biatch, member for 2 months. Thanks for being a member. Megan, you need to try a truck driver cushion. It saved my tailbone. I think I have one of those. I have like this fancy kind, but I'll look up the truck driver ones. Maybe it's better. Vanessa V, thanks for the 10. When are you done? Oh, poor Bug. She's an adorable princess in waiting. Yes, she is. Emma Washington, thanks for the 2. Pulses are legumes, Megan. Well, in what language is a pulse a lagoon? A legume, not a lagoon. Jack's mom, thanks for the 2. Add grape nuts to your yogurt. The crunches help. Yeah, I do like granola in yogurt, Taz67 Invader, thanks for the 2. Puffing on a Cuban round cigar in homage to you. I'm sure he'd be happy to hear that, although probably jealous. Janie C, thanks for the 5. Megan, JH and G just got a bunch of Lego sets. Check with them. Yeah, I need to. I wonder if they're going to sell them. I'll have to ask. Becky Jones, thanks for the 10. What is happening with the Trespass 5 case? Absolutely nothing. It's at a standstill.
All right. Hey, I'm going to have to end here. Nothing wrong with me. I'm just that medication is whacking me out, so I'm going to have to end.
I got through them all.
I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Well, I'm going to have to end, folks. Now, again, I don't want anybody worried or anything. I can't continue right now. So this stuff is messing me up. So appreciate y'all. We'll see what tomorrow brings, right? Thank you.
Well, you will.